If I see one more person from the media or a content creator talk about how what is happening in Virginia, Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama is a loss for the Democratic Party, I'm going to lose my mind. You have lost the plot. This is a loss for the people it's impacting, and you need to get it right in your reporting. We need the Democrats, I understand that, to fight fascism. I get it, but we also need to listen to the people. This is about the people and not the party. I am livid.
Yes. So you know what I think Democrats need to do? They need to go to New York and get those extra seats. They need to redistrict. They need to redistrict in a couple of states, in Illinois, New Jersey, Illinois, Maryland. Redistrict, get your 10 to 20 seats, and then we will get the oversight that we do need, because the Republicans are not playing fair, and now it's time to meet them where they are.
This is stunning.
Yes, you might be wondering why Democrats are furious like this. Take a look at this. Polling market, Republicans surge past Democrat in Senate midterm odds, projected to remain in power. These people are saying this like a nightmare. If you've been following this channel, I recently posted a video where these people are seriously considering to take a decision that will put down everything.
We need the Democrats, I understand that, to fight fascism. I get it, but we also need to listen to the people. This is about the people and not the party. I am livid. I am watching the Senate and Governmental Affairs meeting in Louisiana, and I am so angry, I can't even stand it. Let me tell you what we're dealing with here. I've got notes. There are 4 maps on the table that they're discussing today. 3 of the 4 maps that were presented and are on the table were written by the same Republican senator, Senator Jay Morris. He is the same man who, there was a fella named, if you don't know, Calvin Duncan, who was a black exoneree who won the New Orleans clerk of criminal court position with 68% of the vote. Morris, this racist guy, racist old man, passed a bill to eliminate that position entirely. And then he filed other bills to cut 11 more judgeships from Orleans Parish. And he keeps saying in this meeting, because he's being questioned about it, he keeps saying that it wasn't fair for the rest of the state. He was also asked how many of his constituents, what percentage is black, and he wouldn't answer the question.
House Democrats started the current mid-decade redistricting pattern in New York before the 2024 election. Now, that is, it backfired on them. They are pushing a stunning next step, nuke the judicial branch of government and pack the court. They are the anarchists now. Democrats are trying to create a plan that will overturn the Virginia Supreme Court ruling that overturned their map. I think I posted a video similar to this. A lot of people were furious. They thought these informations were not valid. This article was posted a few days ago by the New York Times. At some point, everybody is talking about this. Now, looking at Calculating the View, they had a segment where their meltdown escalated to a different level.
Well, then the Republicans are going to lose, because I do not think that Marco Rubio can remove the stench of the Trump administration.
I come from the place of I 100% always, any day of the week, oppose partisan gerrymandering. I think it's bad for America. I think we talk a lot about democracy and the importance of representation. And I think when both sides get in the mud and decide to play, nobody wins, and both decide to get into this. But here's the problem with me. I think Ted Lieu hit it in the clip. This was very foreseeable. This was kind of a technicality that the Supreme Court decided to get hung up on. He even kind of alludes to the fact that they maybe wouldn't have even brought it up in the first place because it wouldn't pass. And Donald Trump has been conveying for the last decade that he plans to do this, that he wanted state assemblies to redraw their congressional maps, to create more Republican seats. What it becomes is a race to the bottom. And right now, Trump and his team are playing like three-dimensional chess. And it feels like the Dems are just not playing that well. In my opinion, no one should be doing it. I think it's bad. I'm going to reiterate that over and over. It's why you have hyper-polarized partisan districts where you can't vote people out. but it just feels like Democrats once again getting outmaneuvered. And I think it's why people throw up their hands and feel like they're voting.
And then this happened. There was another seismic shift in voting rights last Friday after the Virginia Supreme Court struck down a redistricting map that had been approved by Virginia voters. Okay, they said, this is what we want. They came in and said, no, that's not what you want. We're changing it. So the ruling now gives Republicans a big boost as we approach the midterms.
Well, the issue here was the state Supreme Court, though. When I first read the headline on the heels of the loss a week ago with the Louisiana, when they said you can't use race when counter, and it felt like it was absolutely disenfranchising tons of voters. I went and I saw the headline and I thought, here we go again. But then when you read into the weeds on this one, it actually, it was foreseeable. So the lower courts had already ruled that this was not going to be able to pass. And the Supreme Court of the state overruled it and said, no, let it go forward. Yeah. Courts are allowed to do that. The problem with that is the optics are awful right now.
What is amazing about this Calculating the View is that Sarah is actually, making sense by acknowledging that this was not supposed to stay because the lower court made that decision that this is not okay. But seeing someone like Sonny Austin and Whoopi Goldberg, they love to raise bait. They will always bring in issue of race, which is something I know for a very long time that they love to do. Taking a look at this, nothing to me is really, it should not really be centered about this race issue. It is simple. If you want to redistrict, don't do it, by thinking about race. I think that was a summary of everything. But when you see the way these people are doing now, it is like they have erased of all the black districts. They don't just want a black person to take up position, but they forget something. This issue should not be about black people are not only Democrats. There are Republicans that are black people. But the way they do it here is like black people are only Democrats. I understand they might have majorities, but the few that I'm seeing on social media putting out videos, you can see their messaging is totally different from what I'm seeing here. It gets crazy to a certain point that Whoopi Goldberg had to put out a lot of, history facts about this thing. Oh, the maps were already installed. Oh, this. But they don't want to acknowledge that these people did not follow the rules. I don't get it. I just want to appreciate people that are constantly here supporting me, sharing out my videos. I'm impressed. I try every single day, to put out 2-3 clips, to update you on what is going on. But at some point, it becomes difficult. These people don't recommend videos on my channel. And to me, that is never a limiting factor. Even a single person is watching me, I will continue to always put out videos. I'm begging on you to always hit my videos. Hit the videos, comment, like, and if possible, share out the videos. It will do you no harm. With these, maybe we can trigger the algorithm to recommend the videos. I'm pleading. And God bless you abundantly. For the short clips at the end, that is for a white algorithm. You can always skip.
Republicans are in a better shape today than they were yesterday.
Voters narrowly passed that referendum officially here.
Maximum warfare.
Virginia State Supreme Court
has gone nuclear.
Democrats were bragging that they turned the tables on Republicans.
Taking our voting rights away.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
You get caught in a moment.
Passes 1,005
people to live on the sidewalk.
Right. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles,
who's doing a great job.
Unable to laugh at.
Inside, they started.
It'll be
more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state.
Redistricting. It's going to lose their congressional.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said Democrat.
Some major news here. The Virginia Supreme.
Just 2 weeks ago, Democrats
will rise again.